Oh, hey there. I'm just reviewing a chart with a patient he was seeing the other day. He's 15 years old and was only able to see about 20/40 when we tried to correct him. So we did a pentacam on him. He was referred over to us. And a pentacam, this measures tomography, so it measures the cornea as well as measures the axial length. And it can estimate the prescription as well as checks higher order aberrations, amount of glare. And what I'm looking at here is the four-map refractive. His astigmatism, it's supposed to be shaped like a bow tie and be symmetrical, but instead it's not quite symmetrical. His cornea is a little bit thinner than average, 5/18, and then keratoconus begins on the back side of the cornea, so it gets more elevated on the back side of the cornea. What we look at typically is the Bellin-Ambrosio display, also known as the BAD display. The number down here, if you come in a little bit closer, 2.75, that would be considered pre-keratoconus. He also has a little bit of elevation on the backside, and his cornea K-max, the steepest part of the eye, is like 51.2 diopters, and we usually get concerned if that's above 48. Also, the central cornea is like 46.4. We usually get concerned if that's above 47. So what we consider this kid to be is pre-keratoconus, and it's already affecting his vision. When we tried to refract him, we could only get him about 20/40. So then we ran him through a wavedyne, which measures aberrations and refraction, and then eventually put a hard contact lens on his eye, rigid-glass permeable lens, and we were able to get him to 20/20 vision. What is interesting is we used to think keratoconus only affected 1 out of 2,000 people, but now what we're finding is about 1 out of 223 are pre-keratoconus or keratoconus. There's a recent study done in 2024 out of Chicago where they screened about 2,000 kids ages 3 to 18, and they found that way more kids had keratoconus than we were expecting, and that's where I get the number from, 1 out of 223. So if your kid has irregular astigmatism, if your kid's progressing in terms of myopia every year, or they're not correctable to 20/20, it's definitely a good idea to get them in to do a pentacam.